Over time, your money gets you less. Does Bitcoin? Well, in 2012, one Bitcoin bought you this much pizza. In 2016, this much pizza. In 2020, this much pizza. And in 2024, well, you get the gist. Roughly every 4 years, the future supply of Bitcoin is reduced. So historically, you get more, not less.
Hey everybody, it's Eri from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. That was the ad that came from Coinbase. I thought it was very clever. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And the Bitcoin halving countdown, 3 days, 13 hours, 9 minutes, and 40 seconds. I think this dip in the market, well, it just came a little later than it has in previous years, but I think everything is on track. This is the top 300 by market cap, and yeah, it's pretty nasty, but this is when it gets interesting to go shopping. So these are some of the buys that I saw, and some of them I'm going to pass on, but boy, are they really low. Gala, for example, is down 39% in the 7-day. I'm not liking the fact that they ditched the Mirandus project, so yeah, I'm going to stay away from that now. Uniswap down 38%. That's to be expected with the problems that they have with the SEC. Dogwhif Hat, 37% down. Yeah, I'm not really into the meme coins. A little bit too late on that one too, in my opinion. But who knows, right? These meme coins are totally unpredictable. Aptos, Aave, Filecoin, Starknet, EOS, they were all really, if you're collecting those, and have some belief in their projects, those prices were very yummy. I don't have any of those, but one I have always wanted to buy, and that's Near Protocol. I know a lot of devs, really talented devs in India, love this protocol to build on. It's down 34%, trading at $4.94. It's had a high of $15.49 just about a year ago. Jupiter, one that I recently added to my portfolio, it's down 30%. So this is a really good time for me to cost average in. Avalanche, Algo, Hedera, they're all in my portfolio, down 29%, 28%, and 27% respectively. I think they are also at a price that makes sense to dollar cost average in. And Polygon, really attractive at 69 cents, down 25% on the 7-day. And of course, Flare down 21% on the 7-day, sitting currently at 3 cents. So these are some of the buys that I see out there. Some of these projects I don't own, but I recognize that for those people who are following some of the more established projects, these are some interesting prices. My favorite conference is Token 2049 in Singapore, and just in the next 2 days, there is going to be Token 2049 in Dubai. And yeah, I think this one is going to be fantastic. It is sold out. Really a great collection of speakers, not just the regular ones you see. There are some OGs in the crowd. I didn't find anyone from Ripple, but I like the fact that they are pulling kind of on the fringe, on the edges, on the people who are really contributing in the space, but don't necessarily get stage time. I like that about the approach they've decided to take for Token Dubai. And in that part of the world, well, look at the rain that fell in Dubai. It was just really difficult to get around because it is very typical of deserts when it gets a lot of rain, and if the city has not planned properly with the type of irrigation and the days that you do get rain, this happens. I know that 40 years ago in Las Vegas, if you were near the strip on the backside of Circus, it got so bad that people actually used to lose their lives in flash flooding back then. And they have since, of course, come through and put in the proper systems and drainage infrastructure to handle those downpours. But I'm just not surprised because I just can remember those images of Las Vegas 40 years ago. And it's just not surprising to see this. Although I bet you the weather's going to take a turn. It'll be most likely nice and sunny for everyone, and things will get back to normal. Hugo Filion has a presentation that is all about decentralizing AI. Very much looking forward to his presentation. Bill Morgan put out this tweet, and I found it interesting because he's been following the liquidity pools over the weekend and saw that the pools had grown from 1.8 million to 2.15 million of XRP locked up. And yeah, it's good. I think Artur from XP Markets just tweeted out that it's nearing now 3 million. And for a big comparison, and yeah, let's think big. Let's go after maybe a same goal of what Ethereum has. They have a much lower circulating supply. As of February 2024, over 111 billion of Ethereum in terms of dollars have been locked up in their beacon chain. That's the chain that became existent when it moved to proof of stake. And this represents 25% of the total circulating supply. At today's trading price, that's approximately 36 million ETH. And so that's pretty impressive. Now, if XRP were to have 25% of its circulating supply locked up, that number would be around 13 billion XRP. So from 3 million where we're at just in the start of this AMM, getting to 13 billion, I think it's a good goal. If you're curious to look across the market to see different chains and their total value lockup, you go to DeFi Llama, and it's very good. Here I'm on the Tron page, and you can see they have 8.746 billion of their total value locked up. Now, Flare Networks is also going to be locking up XRP with their FAssets. And from the beginning, Hugo has had the unwavering determination in their mission to enable safe and secure decentralized blockchain interoperability. And they plan to unlock a lot of that trapped value in networks that don't have smart contracts. So the FAssets are going to be wrapped versions of the original tokens. They're starting off with XRP, Doge, and Bitcoin. So it'll be FXRP, FDoge, and FBTC. We're going to be able to extract yield from the liquidity pools and lending platform in an over-collateralized architecture. The FAsset holders will receive Flare tokens for the rewards, and I am definitely going to be active in this ecosystem. The account Brücke-Rickennaven did this community poster for Flare 2024. It's great. I just, can't wait to see this community grow. A little bit of news from the UK, and that is they are going to introduce new cryptocurrency regulations for stablecoins. Yes, should be done by July 2024. Sean Bennett is a co-founder of Stronghold. He's going to have a live AMA in about 6 hours. This is an interesting payments company. They are an operator of one of the earliest gateways on Ripple and one of the first gateway operators on Stellar. They are very active in the space. Sean is a judge for the XRPL grants. And I think that if you're into utility tokens, this is one you might pay attention to. So the SHX token, I'm sure there'll be lots of questions about how they are using that in their ecosystem. But if you are curious, or maybe you have it in your portfolio, just to give you a heads up that live is coming up in just a few hours. Many of you know that I'm watching Futureverse closely, and they have the Root Network. And I was happy to see that Uphold added the root token to their offerings. So the XRPL hackathon in London was extremely successful with the Easy A app. Let me just share with you some of the projects that won the awards. I'll just quickly share 6 to give you an idea of how diverse the projects were. The first one on the EVM sidechain is a mortgage securitization. And then there was an analytics tool company, and then a freight chain company that helps trucks and companies save fuel, coming down to another idea for Cosmetvia, helping select top quality cosmetic clinics from around the world, and Euthanasia, yeah, it's helps deceased users to pass on their digital assets to loved ones. And then finally is the 6th one here, Trial Trust, and they are safeguarding data for clinical trials. Yes, a very diverse group of blockchain solutions using the EVM sidechain. Just a little public service announcement. There was an alert issued by iPhone that if you are using their iMessenger, you want to probably delete it off your phone because they've detected some risk to your crypto if you're using that app. So it is, I guess, an exploit that is out there on the dark web being sold, and I don't think you want to take any chances. So the iMessaging app is not something that comes onto your iPhone as a default. So if you have not ever added it, I think you're okay. If you have added it, you want to take that off. And before we jump to the clip, which is really fun to watch, I want to tell you that the Bored Ape Yacht Club has a new all-time low floor price. So this weak market has really had a negative impact in all sectors, including the NFTs. Amazing, the Trump cards are pretty much holding their value. All right, everybody, until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Bitcoin is going much lower than this. If Natalie were smart, as soon as this segment is over, she would sell all of her Bitcoin. Because if she doesn't sell it now, she's going to sell it later at a much lower price.
All right. Well, them's what we call fighting words. And I think there's similar drivers for both. But let me introduce the two. Natalie, meet Peter. Peter, meet Natalie. All right, Natalie, some choice words for you. What would you tell Peter?
Oh, I know, Peter. And you know what? Bitcoiners don't feel the need to constantly attack gold because we're not threatened by gold. And the reason that we have this failed fiat experiment that has impoverished our nation is because of the defects of gold. The fact that it's not easily portable, it's not easily verifiable, it doesn't offer instant final global settlement. And so you know what? Centralized authorities hijacked it, they papered over it, and we have a system of leverage and rehypothecation that hurts the working class. Bitcoin is immune to all of that. It is the savings account for billions of people that we really need and can most rely on, and it offers that final global settlement that we need. And so gold is the analog version of sound money, but Bitcoin is the digital version, and that's why it's going to be the faster horse in this race.